and save from TLO, about to save Jinro. I guess one defensive nuke going up here, not going to do much because these Ravens are not going to be in there. I guess it's just to take out these auto turrets. He's nuking his own base, a nuke going up actually in his base right here. And I think that Jinro will actually die here. There is no way he's surviving this. Nuking his own base. And that is just a lot of stuff for TLO. He has right now 9 Ravens. That is a lot of energy. That is a lot of Seeker missiles. They don't have the energy for it just yet because they used all of it for those auto turrets. TLO actually going to expand here to the gold base. And he is just taking a huge lead in this game along with Huk. If you see supplies, can I actually see supplies? Where is the units tab? A lot of units. Spending, units lost, army, APM, whatever. Okay, so a lot of stuff is happening here. Now there is a command center for Jinro. He is gonna try and take Ret's base. He will have to try and defeat these cannons first. Now we see Nazgul actually completely ravaging Heosat's main base. So Heosat will be out of this game soon enough. We actually see durable material for TLO. I don't even know what that upgrade is. I guess it's armor for... No. It is extend the time duration of auto trade seeker missiles and point defense drones. So it is a time upgrade for the auto turrets. With that upgrade, they last forever. I remember someone actually getting that upgrade against me, and it was just a pain in the ass because those turrets just last forever. You actually have to kill them because you just can't wait out their lifespan. Now one ghost chilling up here, just staying hidden, is gonna nuke this base again, I think. Now more nukes going up. I wonder where that is. I have no idea. TLO actually saying what the bleep, so probably he got nuked. I have still no idea what happened. His tank about to die if he's not careful. A lot of Marines here will be able to thwart this away by Tyler. Tyler has a nice army, but he's been so active in this game that he actually lost a lot. You can see he's in the lead of units lost right after Heosat because Heosat actually lost his entire base. Now he actually has a hive at his expansion. This ghost just picking away drone after drone, and there is another nuke somewhere. I wish I could see these nukes. So much action going on. I have no idea where they are. And maybe it was up here for Jinro. If you see a little spot, there it is. He's probably nuked this place right here with the ghost. This ghost barely surviving with 1 HP. And Jinro actually floating these bases away. He will lose this one, and actually Nazgul gonna finish off Ret, even though he lost a while back. Ret deciding not to actually stay here to watch the show. Now a lot of Stargates being unpowered by Tyler. These carriers are doing wonders, and Huk is actually making his immortal dance along with the zealots. You rarely see this. A nice little immortal zealot Huk dance along with that observer, just to give more class to that dance. And now it is actually up down to Nazgul, Huk, and TLO. We know that Jinro and Tyler are actually out of this game. They're very unlikely for them to win, but they can still turn the tides for one of these players. And more Planetary Fortress. Nice little nuke here. I don't think he got any probes. They were able to run away. So only 5 kills on that ghost. No nukes going down for now. A lot of infestors by Heosat actually going to be annoying here. With these, he can burrow them and do a ton of damage with them. 2 infested Terrans morphing here, but they will get destroyed by these zealots as well as these stalkers. These infestors have to run back home. And basically, Heosat is out of this game. And all those Ravens from TLO about to ravage Nazgul's base. They will throw down a ton of auto turrets, and Nazgul's army is actually way out here. There's nothing you can do. And you see with that upgrade, these auto turrets last for so long, 240 seconds. That is way too long to wait them out. So his base is actually going to go down. So many auto turrets, and remember guys, these are free. They only cost energies, some points defense drones going down, and Tyler just saying GG with his big eyes, getting completely destroyed by Huk. Huk now has 6 carriers and a lot of immortals and zealots. That's what he's using his minerals on. So it is down to TLO Huk Nazgul that is being completely destroyed by these auto turrets. I don't believe he'll survive this, especially with TLO just walking across the map, throwing down auto turrets everywhere. And Jinro just being annoying with his nukes. Still gonna try and mine from that gold base, so Jinro will try and come back in this game, but I don't think it's gonna happen, especially right next to TLO's base. He can just shell this command center with the tanks, and Jinro forced to lift off now. It's up to TLO Huk, and basically Nazgul, I think he did survive that, but he is down and lost a lot of stuff there. He lost a lot in his main base. He actually lost the robotics bay. He was going for Colossus, but wasn't able to tech to it. Now a few High Templars. This is from an earlier patch, so I do believe that the amulet was still there when this game was played. So it has been a while since this game has been played. And now these two armies are actually gonna engage here. Carriers are no manner, says Jinro, but nice storms on all these zealots. This army from Huk will get destroyed by Nazgul, and Nazgul will be able to move forward. And simply only carriers from Huk now. A lot of carriers. He actually has 9 on the mat right now. One is actually almost dead. Shields completely regenerated. Well, nukes are not so good versus 8 carriers. Well, actually, you just have to be able to catch them. If you do catch them, you can kill every single interceptor, and then pick off all the carriers with a single stalker. These stalkers engaging the carriers. Nice little micro here by Huk, positioning them right on the low ground so that the stalkers can't actually hit them. Blink forward, an aggressive blink here by Nazgul, and take out another carrier. And I believe Huk only lost 2 carriers there. Still engaging this army. If Huk can focus fire these stalkers, actually he will be able to take out the rest of his army. Storm going down on the carriers, killing a lot of interceptors and depleting shield on those carriers. Meanwhile, we actually see these infestors are burrowed, trying to do any kind of damage that they can, but Heosat is gonna just wait out this game, trying to get Ultralisk out. This is actually particular Ultralisk on a single base, very hard to do. Heosat now going for the gold base himself. I believe that Jinro actually lost this Paleontore Fortress, not being able to mine from there. We see actually pylons from remaining pylons from Tyler staying there, and Jinro just deciding to drop next to them. And now the epic Raven against carrier fight. How often do you see this? A lot of auto turrets going down, and this is great from TLO. With all these Ravens, he can actually stay on 3 bases and keep producing these auto turrets. Remember guys, these are free. All he has to do is wait it out, and these auto turrets can do sick damage throughout the game. If it does go into a very late game, I believe that TLO will have the advantage with all these Ravens. Losing a couple of them though, he cannot lose them. And one carrier actually exploding here from a Hunter-Seeker missile. These are very, very stacked up together, so Hunter-Seeker missiles will do a lot of damage. Nuke going into Huk's main base from Jinro. I don't think that Huk actually sees this. He does not pick it off, and another nuke for taking down 2 pylons. Not unpowering anything though. I think Huk will be supply blocked, and this warp prison saving all the probes that he can. I guess he's gonna go to this base. That second nuke did go down, taking down the cybernetics core and another pylon. And Huk actually has no detection here, so there's no way for him to actually detect this ghost. And Jinro now mining from this base. Nazgul trying to come back in this game, actually taking away Heosat's base at the gold here. So Heosat not able to mine that much from this base. I think he barely recuperated his 300 minerals from these gold minerals. But definitely a loss now. 2 ultras on the field. Not going to be able to do much against this whole army of stalkers with +3. They do 17 damage to these ultras. So not going to be very effective. This is quite a small army compared to what other players have. And look at that Raven count from TLO. This is just sick, guys. That's 16, 17, 18, 19 Ravens. All with point defense drones. All with turrets. All with seeker missiles. And if Huk is not careful, these carriers will actually stack together and a couple of hunter missiles will completely destroy them. So TLO in the lead here now. Jinro actually gonna lose this base, and Jinro saying, "Oh lol, I thought Huk is Nazgul, hahaha." Very funny. So now, actually, Heosat trying to destroy Nazgul here. Nazgul is actually needs this base to stay in this game because he doesn't have any kind of replenishable army. I mean, these carriers are so bulky that if they don't take any shield damage, they can last forever, and that's what you really need in a free-for-all. You need an army that will survive for a long time. Huge nuke here by Jinro. Nazgul really has to kill that ghost. He does pick it off and saves this army and his base. So Nazgul is forced to mine to replenish this army. A few Hunter Seeker missiles are exploding on these stalkers. TLO, if he's not careful, he might lose a lot of these Ravens. Remember, Hunter Seeker missiles do friendly fire. So if his Ravens are stuck in that explosion, they will die. Taking out a lot of this army, surprisingly, these Hunter missiles doing huge damage to Nazgul's army. And remember, guys, the stalkers are very expensive in a free-for-all. You want units that will live forever, like these carriers, like the Raven. Huge nuke here. If it actually does go down, could take out a lot of carriers. It does not go down. A few Vikings gonna try and focus these carriers, but that is so many carriers, they won't do anything. What TLO really needs right now is a few Hunter Seeker missiles on these carriers while they're bunched up to deal with that. So I really think that Huk and TLO are in great positions here to win this game. Nazgul is gonna die out eventually. Now, a Nidus Network actually going up for Heosat in his main. I guess this is his new main base. He's gonna try and do any kind of damage that he can to, I guess, TLO's base here or Huk's, but they are both mined out. So I wonder what he's gonna do with that Nidus Network. Meanwhile, TLO actually walking to Nazgul's base, gonna try and pick him off. Nice storms here, gonna be able to clean up all those Marines, but again, Nazgul losing a lot more than he should. He can't afford to lose this army. This is gonna be so expensive to replenish. Meanwhile, TLO actually has this renewable energy, very green energy here by TLO, able to reuse those units, so he doesn't actually mind losing units that much, as well as Huk. As long as these carriers stay alive, he is still in this game. A lot of carriers on the field now. How many interceptors is that? That is 92 interceptors total for Huk, as well as a couple High Templars on the field, so that is 12 carriers and a few High Templars. 7 High Templars, so that is not a few, that is quite a bit of High Templars. They are going to try and harass, I don't know what. I actually never noticed that High Templars had these little hairs in the backs. I don't know if you guys noticed. There it is. See? Never noticed that. So we learn stuff every day, I guess. Now these Ravens are